Hello everyone, this is Andrew Cooper with Cooper Music Service coming to you with another video. Um, this time we're coming to you with not the time nor the place, okay? So as always, we'll get started with the word of prayer. Lord God, we thank you, we glorify you, we honor you, Lord God. Lead us and guide us as we go through this tutorial. Let us be a help to somebody with their creativity, with their chords. Lord, whatever they need, hopefully they come here to get what they need to get. We glorify, we honor you in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. All right. So not the time, not the place. This is going to be an A flat. Okay, so once you know, you can play this chord. Okay. Let me change something here. Give me a second. Let me change the key because this is going to annoy me. There we go. So you can play this chord, okay? Now, what you have to realize is, yes, you can play this, but up here, you don't need this. So you can do like that. You can do that, okay? So you have A flat, E left, E flat, and C. Now, to make this triad a two-hand chord, really, you can have E flat, and C in your left, and E flat, and C in your right. Okay. There is another way to do this, and this is why you have to kind of know your inversions. Okay, so you can also keep E flat, A flat, and C in your left hand, and you can have A flat, C, and E flat in your right. Okay, now that was on the one tone. Now we're gonna go to two tone. Okay, two tone has quite the few chords that we've been going over. So first chord will be B flat, F, and A flat, which is gonna be your power chord. And you'll have C, D flat, F, and A flat in your right. So most of the time you'll roll this, which I'll show you how to do that more in the structure of the song. Okay. Or if you don't want to play that, you can just play D flat, F, and A. And I just use the E as a grace note. Okay, so there's another chord. I didn't have this written down, but I'm going to show you it anyway. So, you can play this over also the two. It's called a sus. So if I did something like this, matter of fact, I didn't have this chord written down, so let me back up a little bit. You can also play this chord. I don't do it too much in the tutorial, but it'll work in this song. So you have to, you just kind of have to play with it. Let's see. I'm showing you this because I don't really do it in the tutorial, because I don't really think about this chord. Okay, so that's kind of a way to do that. Okay, so you have B flat, F, and your left Now, you can always do this chord. This is going to be a B7 sus4. It's a sus because it's being held over it's really a 5 chord being held over the 2, really. A sus 5 chord being held over the 2, but it'll work over this. So you can have your power chord in your left, what I showed you, and you have E flat, E flat, E flat, and B flat, and E. Or if you don't want to do that, you can put E flat, and B flat in your left. So you got 2 options there, okay? 2 options. Now, there's another option I'm gonna go over that I actually have written down, and that's E flat, A flat, and B. And in your left hand, the right hand, sorry, you have C sharp, F, and E flat. Okay, so instead of this, you just have this. Okay. You can also have your A major in your left hand while you have E flat, A flat, and B flat, and E flat, A flat, and C. And if you when your inversions, you can sound with your inversions, you can sound like you have many different chords, but it's really all just one type of chord. Okay. Now let's go to the next. Okay, so keep in mind when you have your power chord, I showed you this. Now you can also use this F, A flat, B flat, and D flat. Now this might not make sense right now, but it'll make sense during the song. And you can that's how you can walk up to that chord. Okay. Okay. So next one, okay, is gonna be used to using this right here. I'm gonna show you how to make this a 2-hand chord. So you put this chord in your left hand. That'll go in your left. D, G, A flat, C. Okay. And you actually put C, F, and B flat in your right. Okay. Now, there's another way to voice this, and that's just having the tritone in your left, D and A flat, and C, F, and B flat in your right. Okay. You can also keep this back in your left hand and have E, G, and C in your left. Okay. All right. So once again, that has quite the amount of chords on there that you can definitely do on the 2. Okay. Now the 3, transitional chord. Okay, so 3, you all use this chord right here. It's basically your A flat chord. So you have C, E flat, A in your left, and also C, E flat, A in your right. Okay. When using this, you can do such things and they do in the song, such as this fall down. Okay, that's just A G F A. Okay. There's another thing you can do also, and I teach this more in the tutorial. Just to kind of spice up that triad a little. Next, you'll have C, E flat, G, and B, and just E flat in your right hand. And mainly because, well, E flats, mainly because it's a walk up really. So, but you'll have that chord to work with. And once again, this will all make more sense once I dive into the structure of the song. Okay? Now, you can still have this chord, E flat and G, B flat in your left. And you can have E and B in your right. Don't get me wrong, you can add the G, but you don't really necessarily have to. But if you want to, you can add it. If you like that sound, go for it. This is all about how you want it to sound, really. You can also use your inversions on this also. Your E flat inversions. So instead of just having this, you use this. You know? So. Let's see if I come on my paper real quick. Okay, so I believe that's it for the 3. That's it for the 3. Here, give me a sec. Oh, okay. So now it's a 4. It is the 4, which is going to be over D flat. Okay, so the 4, you have C sharp, F, and A flat in your left. D sharp, F, and A in your right. Okay. That's one chord you can use over the 4. Now you can also use this one. C sharp, F, A flat, and C. And in your left hand, you can use E flat, A flat, and C. And if you know your inversions, you can go with all kinds of stuff here. Okay? If you know your inversions of chords. Alright, so now for the 5, it's gonna be E flat. Okay? In your left hand, you'll have E flat and G. In your right hand, you have B flat, E flat, and G. This is usually going to the 6, but we'll get there. Okay, so that's the one chord you can do. Another chord is E flat, A flat, and C. And in your right hand, you'll have the same E flat, A flat, and C. Okay, so from there, you can use that, which is a common chord actually. Okay. looking at my paper here, make sure I'm not missing nothing. Now with this, you'll have your suspended chord, so you can use this. I showed you this on the 2, and this usually drops down to the E. Show you that one. You can use that one, or you can use, because normally you go, okay. So you can use that one, or you can use this one. You can keep this, the A, E flat, A flat, and B flat in your left, and C sharp, D, and A in your right. Then you go from here to your E flat chord, and you just have your E flat triad chord. Okay. All right, so that's it for the 5. Now we're going to go to the 6, and that would be over the C. I mean, not C, F. Okay. So the 6. So what you would usually use, okay? So you would just put this a chord like this, and put this in your left hand, or you can do this in your left hand. E flat, G, E flat, and C, along with E flat, A flat, and C. Okay. You can also, for this chord that you usually play, and once again, it's about, I'm doing this like this because it's about knowing which chords to convert to 2-hand chords. Most of the church musicians, we don't have a bass player, starting out at least, or we go along with the bass player. We just really need to know which chords to convert to 2-hand chords. So for this chord, okay, this one right here, okay, you can easily just, that'd be the tone right there. In your left hand you have F, A flat, and B flat, C, E flat, F, and A. I'm sorry, B flat. Okay. All right. So next you'll have this chord over the F. And this would usually be your your 6 going to the 2. So this plays a whole lot. So in this, you can use that same F, A flat, B flat, and C, and just have E flat, B flat, and C. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of licks to do on the 6. Something that they do in the actually I missed one. So over the F, play this chord. Okay. Now if you're a gospel musician, you've seen this before. So I'm gonna show you how to convert things here. So you can either do that like this, or do it like this. So this is C flat. You've seen this before. Now you can also do E flat, G, E flat, C, and have E flat, G, B flat here. Alright. Now when you're playing this chord, there's a couple things you can do on this. Okay, so it's before you get here, you can use the first note. Okay, so, and you can, one thing you can do before you get there, you can go. Let's just hit and C, B flat, and then. So, now there's another lick that you can do on this also. And you can just I'm gonna show you first. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you. All right, that's how it goes. So your leading tones will be E flat, F, and when you hit G flat, you'll have A flat, E flat, and G in your left, and C, E flat, and G in your right. Then you'll go to, you have F, C in your left, and A flat, C, and E in your right. Then you'll hit that. You'll hit them with that. E flat, G, A flat, C, E, G, and C. I mean B flat in your right. All right. So now after the 6 will be the 7. Be G. All right. There's only really one chord we're using for this song, and that is normally you used to get here. Okay, so this is what you're gonna be converting is. You'll be surprised how we convert this in this song. And basically, you put this chord here in your left hand, F, A flat, B flat, and D. In your right hand, you have F, A flat, B flat, and D flat. Same. Okay. All right. So now that we've gone over all the tones, let's get into the structure of this song. We're gonna go by progression. Okay. So, after the, now we get into kind of just 200 chords, 200 simple chords. Okay. So, the progression is 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, and it looks something like this. Then this walk up is going to be in the place of this here. Okay, because now we have a bass player. So okay, so all right, so the little half step before you get there is going to be B to C. So in your left hand you got B and A flat. Your right hand you got B flat, D, F, and A. So then you go C, E flat, A flat in your left, C, E flat, A flat in your right. D flat, F, A flat in your left, C sharp, F, and A in your right. When you go to B flat, you have B flat, F, and A flat in your left, C sharp, F, and A flat in your right. And you roll that like this. Okay? So, okay. Now, when you come back here, it starts again. Okay. Now you can do something like that. You can do something like this at what they do in the record. and that's just walk down from A to F, A flat to F, to E. And when you get on that E, you hit your left hand chord. Then so you kind of hold while you hit the B flat and C flat. You hold the E flat. You can do that too. And then on your walk up on the F over the F is going to be E flat, A flat, C, E flat, A flat, C. So, and then 6, you have F, A flat, B flat, C sharp, F, A flat, B flat, C sharp in both hands. So on your A flat tone, you'll have E flat, A flat, and C, A flat, C, and E. So there you go. Then you'll come back to your 2. And your left hand, you will have B flat, F, and A flat. Your right hand, you have C sharp, F, A flat. So, or you can do this. Your left hand, you have E flat, A flat, and B flat. Your right hand, you have D flat, F, and A flat. And you come back. Now, it changes now because you get into the verse and it goes. So that progression is 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, sharp 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna focus on that for right now. Okay. Now, same chords for 3, 4. Now on your 5, there's 2 things you can do because I do it 2 ways. I do it one way for one verse and another way another verse. Okay, and that's to kind of just add a little bit of color to it, or different ways so I won't get bored. So you have on your 5 you have E flat and G in your left hand, and your right hand you have B flat, E flat, and G. Then when you go to your 6, which is F, you have in your left hand you have F, A flat, and B flat, C, E flat, F, and A flat. Okay, that's the one way you can play this progression. Okay, when going down to your, so remember it's kind of 3, 4. You can also do this. You kind of use the E flat as the grace note, and just walk down to C. And when you hit the C, you hit your chord, so it goes sound like this. Or now, there's another thing you can do over this 5. Okay, you can go. Okay, so now you have E flat, A flat, and C, both in your left hand and right. And when you go to the 6, you'll have F, A flat, B flat, and C sharp, both in your left hand and your right. So we go back. You can do that, or you can. Now, there's another. Here comes the bridge, because it goes. Okay, so your leaded tones will be that'll be on the 3. Now you can the sources chord is going to be suspended. Okay, or you can always hit that chord before going to your 6. Okay, so you can do the regular walk up, the leading tone. Okay, and you'll walk up from B flat, C sharp, and E. And once you get the E, you hit your chord, hit your power chord, and that'll be a C minor, which is C, E flat, G, and B flat, C minor 7. Now there's another way you can walk up to this chord, which you saw me do, and that's kind of has a little bit more flavor. Okay, and in your right hand you walk up from E flat and C, F and C sharp, F sharp and D, and G and E flat. Okay. Now on this next chord, the flavor of the chord is that's going to be your type of chord, your characteristic of the chord. It's going to be this. And in your right left hand you have E flat, G, A flat, and C. In your right hand you have E flat, A flat, and C. Okay. Now you can do this. You can add more flavor to it by doing something like this. Okay. Your leaded tones will be E flat, F, and when you get to G, you hit your chord. So it'll be A flat, E flat, and G, C, E flat, and G. And if you're looking at the screen, you're seeing A flat major 7, because that's what this is. But it's A flat major 7 over F, and when it's over F, it's a F minor 9. Then you go to an F minor 7. Remember, this is still. If I were just playing this without, it'd be A flat, or just A flat, which will be F, C, and E flat in your left, A flat, C, and E flat in your right. Now you have F minor 11, and you'll have in your left E flat, G, A flat, and C, E flat, G, and B flat. Then is a so this is 2/5. Okay, so in your left hand you have your power chord B flat, F, and A. In your right hand you have F, A flat, B flat, and T flat. And you go from there to A flat chord, E flat, A flat, and C. And then you go to C sharp, F, and A. Then you hit the 5, which is really a suspended chord. That's why it says the E sus in there. You could play this and still be a suspend. So you could go. You have E flat in your left hand, and you have E flat, A flat, and B flat, and you have a D flat chord, which consists of D, F, and A flat, and you can go to your 5, which is E flat, and have both E flat chords, E flat, G, and B flat in your left and right hand. Or you can surpass both of those and just go have E flat, A flat, and B flat in your left, and E flat, A flat, B flat in your E flat in your right. And then you move down one from A flat to G. So there's 2 ways you can do that. Okay. Then you have you heard that before. And that just consists of kind of using the A flat as the grace note, going to B, then G, then A. And it sounds like this. And you hit back the same chord. Or just instead of doing this, you go when it goes here. So it goes. That's how you do it. Okay. So you'll hit. Your leading tones will go A flat, B flat. Then when you hit C, you hit your chord. Then you'll hit in your right hand C, E flat, and A. Then you'll come up to, when you come up to this chord, you hit both chords in your left hand. And so you have D flat, F, and A flat in your both left and right hand. So it sounds like this. Then now there's a transition before you get to the next part, for there's still hope for the hopeless. Okay, and it goes. So it goes. Now I kind of already showed some of this in part 1, so I'm gonna skip some of it in there because the chords, I just take it up. The chords doesn't really necessarily change. I substitute the notes. So when then there's still hope for the hopeless. And yes, this comes in case some of you are asking, a lot of times the keyboard player does play bass notes along with the bass. But we're going to surpass this and give you some 2-hand chords that you can use. So it goes. This is for 6. So it goes 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3. Okay. So you can use the same chords for your 6, or the same chords that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and some chords are reusable, so it just doesn't change. But I'm gonna show you some chords that you can use that feel new. Okay. You've seen this before. You've seen it. I've already showed you this. You kind of seen this before. And when you get this is on 3 over C, and it's gonna be in your left hand C, E flat, G, and then B, and in your right hand E flat, G, and B. So now when you go to the 4 in your left hand, you're gonna play. Alright, sorry about that, guys. For some odd reason, my heating went out. So I had to kind of edit more than usual. So, I believe I was at the 6, 3, 4, 2. If I remember, 6, 3, 4, 2. So once again, kind of already went over those. So, over the 6, you'll play this. So it'd be E flat, G, A flat, C, and in your right hand E flat, A flat, C. Okay. So, okay. Now, in your left hand, you have C. You have over C, E flat, G, B flat. In your right hand, you have E flat, G, and B. Okay, so now you go to the 4, which is going to be over D flat. You have D flat, F, A flat, and C in your right hand, and E flat, A flat, and C in your left. So okay, and in your left hand, you've seen this go before on the 2, B flat, F, and D, A flat, and D flat, F, and A. So it sounds something like this. Okay. Then you get out of it, you go hit the same chord. Okay, so to get out of it, you go. Okay. So you've seen this chord. So you've seen this chord already for the B. Seen that one. But you haven't seen this one. Your bass line will be on the D. And in your left hand, you'll have D, F, and B. In your right hand, you have D, F, and B, both in left and right. You'll go from D to E flat, which you have E flat, G, and B, both in your left and right. You'll go to E, G, C over E. You have E, G, and C both in your left and your right. And you'll go from E to F. Over F, you have F, A flat, and C both in your left and your right. And you hit this chord. You'll hit it. And so it sounds like something like this. So it ends something like this. So that's the song tutorial for At the Time Nor the Place. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up to the comments, and I could feel free to answer. If nothing else, I'll see you next time.